whole.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's game at Quicken Loans Arena, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, they were swept by this team last season, losing all 3 games they played against them, so they'll be motivated tonight. There are a lot of really exciting players in Orlando, some freakish athletes to say the least. Which Magic player would you say, Kenny, is the most exciting to watch?
Ooh, most exciting? But most intriguing I'm waiting to see probably is Aaron Gordon. You know, he didn't get a lot of
there. We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Hawks. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
And it wasn't just in the half court. I mean, I thought they were excellent in transition defense as well. They didn't give up any easy baskets because they always had good floor balance and got back after the miss.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Orlando, Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Kings.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
4 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Fades away. The 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Here's Payton. His last outing, he had 8 points. Oladipo for 3. No luck. Smith with the defensive effort. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. James wide open. And it's Orlando with the rebound. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeve. Should be fun. And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in this game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
As you said about Oladipo, he has a bright future in this league after playing at Indiana, already stepping into the leader role with the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, and what I like most about his game and the way he plays is that he contributes really in every facet. I'll use a baseball term. He's a 5-2. I mean, he really does a little bit of everything well, and he can make a big impact even when his shot isn't falling, be it on the glass with his passing or his defense.
He goes big with the dunk right over Mozgov. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Oladipo misses. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Smith right side. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Magic have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Now here's Payton. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's James. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Payton drives in. Great D that time from James. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Irving. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. It has not been an easy quarter for them, at least offensively speaking. Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Oladipo. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
Love outside. Another miss by Love. The Magic trail by 5. Gordon dishes to Payton. To end the run. Offensive rebound. And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. Here's the lob to the hoop. And LeBron throws it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
That's in there. Love with the assist. And it's 8 points for LeBron. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19 and 20 in the first 39 games, and then 34 and 9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone, really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. The Magic trail by 9. Count that one. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Payton passes to Harris. His first shot coming late and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And guys, when you go to look for holes in the game of Tobias Harris, there really aren't any. One of the hardest workers in our league. If he has any weakness at all, it's his average size speed combo, which most likely will keep him from becoming the perennial all-star type.
On the topic of Tobias Harris, you love that he can contribute in every category of play. He's a solid face-up shooter. Clark, who's getting better with his back to the basket. You can see movement forward all the time.
I love what this young man has shown thus far. You mentioned those things he does. He'll also rebound for you, get loose balls. He does the little things, understands what it takes to win, the consummate pro and team player.
Here's Payton. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Another miss by Orlando.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Jefferson's shot is off.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Berejau kicks to Williams. Harris dishes to Thompson. Takes it off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
To the paint. Here's Vucevic. The shot is off. Nice D from Bergeron.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And once again, last season, the Magic were near the bottom of the East. Only 15 wins for them against the rest of that conference.
And the Magic have been a bit of a doormat for the East the last few seasons, it seems, Clark.
Well, we'll put some numbers on that for you, partner.
Yep.
They've finished in the bottom three each of the last 3 seasons. The plan is to collect talent, and they've done that, but it hasn't gelled or matured to the point of being consistent yet.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Payton drives in from 13. Thompson with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Cavaliers lead by 14. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone, to lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Thompson and Bergeron at the 4 and 5. Mo Williams out there with Harris. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And the basket by Harris. Here's Payton. Looking to end his cold spell. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Payton's got 7. And so it's Cleveland with it. Outside Williams. Pass to Harris. And there's the feed to Bergeron. Williams a screen. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there. Cavaliers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Out to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Williams attacking. Back to Thompson. At the elbow, it's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. And Victor Oladipo with the elite athleticism and versatility to be a perennial all-star. We've seen the second-year phenom line up as a 1. He's played off guard. He's even played a little small forward in his time in the league.
And he has that quickness, length, and power combo to be a lockdown defender at all of those positions as well. So that's why he was the co-defensive player of the year coming out of college.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Williams, here we go. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Williams. Thompson's got 6.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Oladipo against Harris. Kept alive. Goes up again. Oladipo misses.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Kicks to Payton. Back to Vucevic. Wide open look, and he gets it to go. Vucevic has got his third basket of the night right there. Cleveland leading by 14. Now the dish to Varejao. Jefferson kicks to Thompson. Pass to Varejao. Nobody near Williams. Cleveland the rebound. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. The Magic trail by 14. Payton outside, and Oladipo has it in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And Thompson kicks to Varejao. Dishes it to Williams. Picked by Varejao. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, they had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. Starters did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Varejao. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. LeBron's checked in for Jefferson. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Harris. Williams from outside, and he gets it to go. Williams has got 7.
And for the Magic, they would try and address the bench for this season, both through the draft and free agency.
And a foul on Mo Williams. That's his first foul. Irving's checked in for the Cavaliers.
In for your Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving.
Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. The Cavaliers, number 1.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
Payton can't get it to go.
And guys, the Magic didn't luck out and jump into the top 3 in the draft. Still ended up with a high pick, and that'll help add another nice piece to their puzzle. They've accumulated a lot of good pieces, but now they need to start making it work.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence. Clark his
right.
entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific. Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball. And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability. You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Payton, Mozgov with the block.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shots good. Love's got his first points of the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, and able to help them close this gap. It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Smith with the ball.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Orlando with the ball. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. Knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Cavaliers. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Magic, 6 games out.
And right now for the Cavaliers, they've had just the kind of season you know.
Oh! He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers. Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Irving against Payton. Payton can't get that one to fall.
They better clear a spot on the bench for him because that's where he's headed if he continues to take shots like that.
And I would venture to say, Greg, it will be the last spot on the bench as well.
32 seconds left in the first half. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Another miss by James. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
No good on the buzzer beater. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Cavaliers on top, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly a one-sided first half of action. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that would be a different story. But if it was the fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 14 points. and 5 assists. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Here's who Scott Skiles is starting the second half with. Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. Outside Irving. James outside. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. LeBron's got 17.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
The wide open look here for Vucevic. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 4th assist in this one. And on the way from Irving for 3. Can't hit. So Orlando will take it the other way.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
LeBron outside. Back to Smith. Launches a 3. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Vucevic. Nice shot from the wing. Vucevic has got 4 this quarter.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
In the corner, Smith with it. He dishes it to LeBron. 5 on the clock. And they double him up with LeBron. And there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by James. James has got his 8th assist here tonight. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Oladipo with the ball. He's got 13. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Smith outside. Love outside. Feeds it to LeBron. Shoots the 3. They get it again.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Magic have gone 3 or 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Payton drives in. Mozgov with the block. Here's Smith. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 17 points for J.R. Smith.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best 3-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
The pass to Mozgov. No good. Some solid defense from Harris. Magic shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Payton with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Oladipo goes in. Good D by Love. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah. Payton passes to Oladipo. He kicks to Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Cleveland's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. In the corner, Smith with it, fires the three. Another three for Cleveland.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Magic have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Channing Fries checked in for Vucevic. Nicholson comes in for Gordon. Hezonja, he's checked in for Harris. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Payton. On the wing, Harris puts up a three. Orlando grabs the miss. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Williams kicks to Harris. Pass to Thompson. Back to Harris. He feeds it to Jefferson. Pass to Thompson. Back to Jefferson. 4 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target. The Magic have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Fournier is checked in for Oladipo. Napier passes to Hezonja. Taken away by Williams. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. That's good from Jefferson on the assist from Williams. Jefferson's got 10 points. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Oh my gosh, I just got
Well, Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
The feed now to Napier. Fournier for 3. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Fournier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Harris dishes to Williams. This one for 3. Count that one.
And with Hezonja, it is all about what he might do in the future. He has great athleticism, very good size at his position, and already has great skill in terms of scoring the basketball.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there and put that one hand tomahawk slam?
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quickly.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. .27 seconds left in the third quarter. And here is Williams. He's got 15. Picked by Varejao. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And now Orlando on the break. Good, nice play there from Napier. Napier's got his first basket of the night.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Picked by Verejao. Outside Jefferson. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a three at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth.
Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book.
Well, Orlando shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Thompson and Verejao at the 4 and 5. Harris is out there with Mo Williams. And it's Jefferson in it. The 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And, you know, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end. You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And for the international rules of goaltending, players are allowed to touch the ball after it hits the iron, even if it is over the cylinder.
I'm not sure if the NBA is going to adapt that rule, but I think it wouldn't be a big deal to adapt it because there aren't a lot of times that play happens in the game. I think it would be a small percentage of those plays over the course of a season.
And the Magic struggled last season, still waiting on one of their young stars to just take that next step.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Fry. Verejao grabs the board. Verejao's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Jefferson gets the bucket.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Napier kicks to Marble. For 3. Cannot hit. And Cleveland will come the other way. It's Williams with the drive. Outside for Jefferson. Here's Harris. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And it's Napier missing.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Williams passes it to Hazanya. To the paint. And Thompson sends it back. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Here's Hazanya. And he makes the 8-footer.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And Williams, here we go. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Williams. Williams has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's Napier. He's guarded by Williams. From downtown, they grab their own miss. And Thompson sends it back. But they'll get another chance. Here's Marble. Craps in the tray.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3-ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
Thompson, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Well, the Magic knew that last season would be one, Greg, for development. A young team like they had needs to grow before they can really compete.
And you touched upon it, Kevin. They really were a young team last season. 3rd youngest team in the league by the end of the year. How about an average age of just over 24 years old?
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. LeBron comes in for Richard Jefferson. Smith checked in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. Here's LeBron. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. And you talk about that low age number for the Magic. You mentioned it a moment ago, and they had several rookies last season. That's why they were so young. It was as good a year as any to get their feet wet and see what those young guys could do.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Love's checked in.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Here's Napier. He's covered by Irving from deep. And James pulls it down.
And the Magic, while their youth did grow over the course of the season, they still struggle. And they do need a veteran presence to kind of ensure that they don't start developing that culture of losing in the franchise.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NCAA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And speaking of LeBron's leadership, trying to will this Cavs team to a title, one of his greatest challenges.
And Kevin, the expectations are just so high. He may have had less talent around him in his first stint in Cleveland, but after winning titles in Miami, anything less seems like a step backwards.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Outside Irving. Down low. Kicks it out to Love. Hands it from downtown. Love's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Cavs.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. Here's Payton. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and, of course, the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
Not much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark. Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Here's Payton. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Cleveland's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Irving for 3. Good. Irving's got 20.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Outside Gordon. Tries to snap the cold streak. Mozgov with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov. Off the inbound pass. And Peyton gets it to go on the assist by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. Then last year, down to 35.
Oladipo outside. Mozgov with the steal. The drive by Smith. Power down with both hands.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
James outside. The wide open look for Love. And Oladipo pulls it down. Oladipo's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Magic shooting an appalling 26% in the 4th quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for James. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them. Time and time again.
Mozgov hits them both. Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
.34 seconds left in the 4th quarter. James outside. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Now here's Oladipo. From deep 3-point range. Another miss by Oladipo. LeBron outside. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of 2 teams.
Kevin, thank you. Tristan, what was Coach's focus for this team coming into tonight's game?
Coach got after us, told us start, we got to play defense. Just can't come in here and just let them make a score opportunity. We got to play defense and get back.
Tristan, thank you. Kevin, sometimes you've just got to light the fire.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now.
If there's a fan base that loves their unstoppable man.
And that'll do it for